Fine. In this video what we are going to see is how to create what all effect can be created with the help of JavaScript scroll. Let me show you by example. When I refresh it, as you can see, this is the menu bar. When I scroll, the menu bar shrinks. When I scroll, the menu bar shrinks, right? It shrinks. And then whenever I get to a specified place, this div gets appear. This can be anything. For just a simple explanation, I have just specified a simple style. You can use anything here based on your convenience, whether it can be contact us or anything. When I scroll up, it disappears. When I scroll down, there are two things happening. The first one is the size of the menu bar is decreased, and the second thing is the div, which is now hidden, will get appear. Let me scroll it and show you. The menu bar shrinked. That's fine. Go a little bit. You will see the div pops up. This is what we are going to see right now. Refresh it. Let's start from the very base. There is no trick involved in CSS and JavaScript. It's a very straightforward thing. Let me show you. Here we are going to see the menu. The first one is the container, which holds all the anchor tag. The ID and the class is same, menu and menu. The second one is the content. The content is so big, it is inside the div, which has a class main. Fine. And the third one is the show on scroll class. What it does is, when I scroll, the div should get appear. It also has nothing. It has a font awesome icon followed by a simple text, which is special offer. Fine. Let me remove the CSS and show you. In case if you don't know about font awesome is the reason why we are getting the icons in front of the links with the help of this class. Not only this class, we need this CDN. You will find a lot of tutorial about this. In the concept of this tutorial is just JavaScript, so I'm directly jumping into it. Fine. Now it's time for the menu. Choose the class and give the background color as black, and make the width of it 100%. Refresh it, you will see the difference. Fine. Now what? Now it's time to style the anchor tag. Inside the menu we have an anchor tag. Change the color to white and give the padding. You need to make note on padding. Right now we are going to give padding top and bottom as 10 pixel, left and right 0 pixel. Fine. Refresh it, you will see the difference. Padding will not work until and unless you don't specify float. It has disappeared. Whenever you are using float, it is advised to use the container overflow hidden or auto. Both can be applied, both can be useful. Top and bottom, left and right 10 pixel. This looks very small. 20 makes difference. Fine. And I need the position to be fixed, whereas when I scroll down you cannot see the menu bar. I want the menu bar. For that reason, what I am going to use is, on the class menu, specify the position as fixed, top as 0. Fine. Whenever I scroll, let me remove the JavaScript, it's disturbing our thing. Whenever I scroll, you can see the menu bar is fixed. Now it's time to style the content. You can see there is a search, there is a special offer followed by the font awesome icon. Okay, it has a class called show on scroll. Let me style it. Give the background color as red and the color as white. refresh it, you'll see the difference. It takes the full width. I don't want to take the full width, make it display inline. It takes only specified width, not the full width. It overrides the div. Give the padding to it of 10 pixel on all the sides. Fine. Now position it fixed, and bottom of 0. Where do we need, left or right? I need right of 0 pixel. Let me make it 10 pixel. Refresh it. You can see, irrespective of scroll, you will be seeing the special offer div. Fine. Let me make it visibility hidden. Now it's hidden. Why did I make it hid, and why did I make it hide? Because on scroll I want the JavaScript to call the hidden div. Fine. The same way on scroll I want to increase the padding of the menu. Fine. How am I going to do it? Since I am in script, what should happen? The main purpose of this video is to understand what all things we can do with the scroll. So when I scroll, how to notify to JavaScript that I am scrolling the browser screen. How JavaScript is going to know whether we are scrolling the browser or not, with the help of the property called window dot on scroll. Whenever this function is executed, whenever this property is executed, this function calls. This function will have the function call myFun. I hope you are clear. Whenever there is a scroll takes place, this function automatically calls. Inside the function we have our own function. Fine. Now we are going to write our function. What is function? Function is a code which will be automatically called. So in this case, whenever the scroll is happen, this function calls the function inside it. This is the name of the function. The name of the function which we are going to give code to it. Function name, open close round bracket, open close curly bracket. What do I need? When I go from right now the scroll bar is in the 0 pixel. When I go to the 50 pixel, this is 50 pixel, I want the navigation to have padding of 40 pixel. Let's say 30 pixel. We have right now we have how much? 20 pixel. So when I scroll to 50 pixel, I want the navigation to get 30 pixel each. How I'm going to do it? I'm going to call the menu div. What is the menu div? The menu which is on the menus div is called, this is the menu div. I want to call this on the JavaScript. Since I am in HTML right now, how I am going to call on the JavaScript? With the help of the statement called document means in the current HTML document, find the tag get element means tag, find the tag by ID. I'm giving the hint to the JavaScript that find the ID with menu and store it into a variable called x. What I'm saying to the JavaScript is, when in the current document, find the tag with ID menu. The tag with ID menu is this one. When this is selected, the element, I'm asking the element, not the ID. Element means tag. This div is stored in the X. So when I get the div, I want to style. What style I'm going to do? I want to give the padding to it of 30 pixel each. 30 pixel top and bottom, 30 pixel left and right. Fine. refresh it. When I scroll, it gets the 30 pixel. Refresh it. When I scroll, it gets the 30 pixel. Now this is not the case I require. I want at a certain place, that is at 50 pixel, I want the padding to apply. How I'm going to do it? Please note, I don't want like that. When I scroll to 50 pixel, I want this effect to take place. How I'm going to do it? With the help of if document dot body dot scroll top. If the document body scroll amount is greater than 50 pixel, or document dot document element dot scroll top is greater than 50 pixel, then execute this function. This is simply the body of the HTML document, and this is simply the HTML document. If the body is, if the scroll bar is at 50 pixel, or if the HTML is at 50 pixel, we want this that padding to get applied. Refresh it. Right now my scroll top position is 0. Refresh it. When it reaches to 50, you will see the padding is affected. Padding gets applied. Please note, this is 50 right now. When I get to the top and refresh it, this is 0. When I get down, 50 is applied. Fine. The another requirement is, when I get below 50%, I want to get the navigation the previous cell as it was in the beginning. When I get below 50 pixel, I want the padding to be at the initial stage. How I'm going to do it? On the else part, if it is not greater than 50 pixel, then just simply make it 10 pixel. Why 10 pixel? Because we have already given 10 pixel over here. 20 pixel, sorry, 20 pixel we are going to make it, not 10 pixel. 20 pixel and 20 pixel. Refresh it, you'll see the effect. When I'm at 50, you'll see the 30 pixel padding. When I'm below 30, you'll see 20 pixel padding. Okay, now it is done. Now it's time for what? The div. When I scroll, you can see padding applied. When I scroll down, padding is removed. Padding applied, padding removed. Padding applied, padding removed. Fine. The same way on the function. Now it's time for this ID. Copy paste the same. If the HTML document body is greater than, let's say, 500 pixel, and if the HTML document is 500 pixel scroll number, I want to find the element with the ID scroll menu and store it into a variable, and give the style as I have given visibility hidden, right? I need to show visibility visible. Visibility visible. Fine. Visibility, the opposite of it is on the else part. If it is not above 500 pixel, it should get hidden. Refresh it, you'll see the difference. It disappeared because the menu is saved. I saved the menu. Refresh. When I go, first part is for the menu. scroll a little bit above 50 pixel, you are getting the padding. When you go below, you will see the special offers appears. When you go up, the special offers disappears. Come down, appears. Come up, disappears. And that's it. This is the main concept of the video, and we have completed it. Thank you for listening.